fellow book nerds. So I hope that it's not raining for you, because it stopped raining for me, and I sincerely hope that we finally get the chance to go outside. But for me, whether it's raining or whether it's sunshiny outside, I think it's the same because I would still prefer to stay inside and read a good book with a good cup of coffee. Call me weird, but if you're a fellow book nerd, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Hi guys, welcome to another episode of the Booknerds Literary Roundup, where we basically just share the coolest, most amazing lit news that is happening around the world. I've gone through some very, very interesting articles that I would love to run by you. So the first one actually is the Konkani Bhasha Mandal. Apparently there's this mandal in Goa. I've never been to Goa, so I think that I wouldn't have known about its existence had I not gone through this article. I should probably make a trip soon. That was weird. But you know what? There's a Konkani Bhasha Mandal, and they basically give out awards for literature, children's literature, journalism, and activism every year during its foundation day. So on its 61st foundation day, they've also done the same, and they've also launched a youth literature award in the memory of Father Maureen de Souza, where they basically give writers awards up to the age of 35 for the literary contributions. The only conditions for people for this award is that the books have to be written in Roman or Devanagari script, and the writer has to be situated in Goa. So if you're planning on moving to Goa, or if you live in Goa, you know exactly what to be aiming for if you're a writer. So the second article actually is very motivating, mostly because this person basically proves that why do you have to just be a person of one talent when you can be a person of many talents? Why does a doctor just have to stick to being a doctor? They can also be a singer. Why does an engineer, why can't an engineer be an artist? Story of my life. So we have Akhil K, the winner of the 2022 Kerala Sahitya Akademi Award for his collection of stories called Neela Chariyan. I cannot even finish writing one story, and this person has written a collection of stories, and he actually published this 3 years ago, and it's now running its 7th edition. That is pretty much the definition of success, right? Writing something and winning an award. So coming to the third article, the fact that I decided to memorize all of these news articles is just the amount of confidence I have on my memory, which is very small. But the third one, actually, a little story time. I promise I'll try to end this in a very short time. I won't talk for long, but the story time is gonna take us back to 2019, where I, as a young, okay, not a young, but I basically went to the Hyderabad Literary Festival, and I had the best time of my life, mostly because I had very good Maggie, and that was definitely better. But there were it was a very big experience for me as a book lover, and just being around people who love and read books and who share the same passion as I do. So why am I raving about literary festivals is because one actually happened in, I believe, Nepal. It was conducted by the Biratnagar Metropolitan City and the Krantidara Literature Academy of Meerut. They conducted a 3-day Nepal India Literary Festival, which was actually about, I think, 350 literary writers have attended it, spanning over the 7 provinces of Nepal. Apparently Nepal had 7 provinces, and majority states of India. And they basically also adopted a declaration for the translation of Nepali literature to Hindi and Hindi literature to Nepali, both languages, which I do not know at all, and also just to encourage writers to write, and also sort of promote online platforms for people to write, because that is the writer's problem, not having online platforms, not the motivation to write. But coming to another festival is actually coming up. It is regarding the freedom struggle. So during the British, when we were ruled under the British, they actually banned some books that were written by our freedom fighters, where they basically pen down their emotions and thoughts during the freedom struggle. And so these books were banned because they were considered dangerous. And so now these books are being put on display on a 2-day literary festival in Pragati Maidan in Delhi, and it is being inaugurated by our President Draupadi Murmu, which I think kind of just shows how important this festival is, just because for the sake of celebrating our like heritage and also to celebrate all the freedom fighters and to basically just to understand what they were going through to the freedom struggle, because I'm pretty sure it was one with struggles, and it'll probably be like motivating and help us understand what exactly they're going through during the freedom struggle. So the fourth one being, so I apparently am living under a rock, and this news article basically confirmed it because Amazon has this Amazon literary partnership, and it was launched in 2009, and its main aim was to basically support any like national, local, regional organizations that encourage and empower writers to publish and write, and yeah, basically to encourage other writers to write. And so they have donated over $16 million to these literary organizations. $16 million, like the number of books I could buy with $16 million, the number of libraries I could probably just go like to the to the whole world and just go buying books everywhere. Yeah, I could probably do that. And so this year they've actually funded about $1 million to over 93 literary organizations. So just go Amazon. You guys are doing the right thing. So the next news article is something that actually surprised me because I didn't think they actually existed. But there is this person named Indy Diol, the founder of Basic Blitz, and he wanted to encourage British South Asian writers who live in Europe, and so he basically conducts this literary festival every year. And so this year, I think in the month of October from 20 to 29th, he is hosting a literary festival in Birmingham, which also I've never been to. I would love to go there. So like, who wants to go with me? No, that was weird. But if anyone is living in Europe or if anyone's living in Birmingham, you know exactly where you're going to be, during the end of October. I hope you guys like this video. If you enjoy this sort of content, do not forget to subscribe to our channel and also check out the social media links are given in the description box below.